if we start wrecking stuff here, then it's just going to be you're going to have to go for the foot soldiers, you're going to have to go for the Lions, you're going to have to go for Ponce, you got to go for the Spanish Memorial. It's the whole freaking town. Excuse my language. I'm really upset. You can tell I'm really passionate about it. But
how dare you? How dare you toasted my VOD? All right, I got to take this whole thing down. How could you say that? What the fuck? I can't even do a bit without saying fuck. Shit. Ah, damn. Oh man. Ugh. This one might be really, really quick. I might watch this for only a teeny amount of time. Normally when we do the Kaitlin Bennett and the Poop Girl, she's always trying to debunk other people. It's always like, hey, checkmate libs. We don't really do it where she's like, here's a bunch of patriots that I want to celebrate. So I figured it could be a funny compilation of Karens. If it's not, and it's just like drinking paint, then we'll stop. We'll stop drinking paint because I don't want to do it. Or drinking another substance. One that comes to mind. Yeah.
You're not going to give me this oppression bullshit. Nobody's oppressed.
Statues teach us history. If anything, if people have somebody who they think should be memorialized, should build more statues.
Once you start damaging property, you're going to get the bad reputation. You're going to get the wrong message being sent.
This is the last stand. This is the ancient city. We've been here since 1565, and we're going to keep fighting for our city.
1565? What? Right?
So St. Augustine officials have voted to remove on Monday the Confederate statue. Have you seen it all boarded up over there?
No, I've not seen it just yet.
Yeah, so if you go down St. George Street in the plaza, it's all boarded up. You can't see anything on it because they're removing it. What do you think about that?
Well, if you destroy the country's history, then eventually you'll be destroying the country.
Okay, all right. So you don't think it should be removed?
No, of course not.
He told us that if we didn't tear down...
Like, what about Hitler? What if we had statues to Hitler? Mussolini's all over the place. Like Pol Pot's. Like, just beacons. Beacons all over the place. Would you be like, no, we must preserve those? Oh, no, we'll hold on to those. Those are the good ones. Oh, yeah.
It was going to be vengeance, violence, and they were going to come cause havoc to our city, and we're not going to freaking stand for it. This is the last stand. This is the ancient city. We've been here since 1565, and we're going to keep fighting for our city.
What do you think? Should we remove it? Is it racist? Does it hurt people?
Oh, that is such a good point. What about the statue of Saddam Hussein? Every one of these statue-loving motherfuckers, all these people who just get off, have the fetish, they would all love to have sex with the statue. We should put up the statue of Saddam Hussein. We should get that back, erect it. Erect the statue of Saddam Hussein. I demand it.
People's feelings? What's going on?
Absolutely not. We have statues teach us history. If anything, if people have somebody who they think should be memorialized, should build more statues. Create, we can remind ourselves more about history, not take this down.
Well, I don't know too much about the actual statue itself. I think if you want to get a statue taken out, I don't think you should just go and tear it down. In this country, we have law and order. I believe
that is cool how that works, though. Like, has anyone here ever been walking down the street and then you just like you take a glance over and then you see like the George Washington statue and you're like, oh God, history. Oh, the history. I've learned history immediately. It's like the Matrix, like just zaps into your body. It's cool.
If you want to get a statue taken down, you should go about the right progress to do so. You shouldn't just take matters into your own hands and violently go and inflict, or just cause violence and just go and cause, to take out the statue. I don't think.
Yeah, I think that it being in a safe place would be good because, it's history. But
yeah,
I just don't agree with all the riots and stuff, like why they have to remove it.
Okay. Do you think that they were kind of pressured to remove it or else it would be...
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that they had to make the best decision possible.
A reverend in St. Augustine said that they're racist. If you don't remove it, you're automatically a racist. Do you guys agree with that notion?
I don't. It's a statue. It's history. It's if you don't learn from your past, if you don't realize what you did right, what you did wrong, how are you ever going to know if you're doing the right thing in the future? Like it's
so does he go up to statues at night and does he just like look up and say, what have I done? Am I doing right? Am I doing right by you, sir? Thank you statues.
It's history. Don't change it. You can't change it.
Yeah, I agree. Mostly I am torn a little bit. I've heard it being compared to like Hitler statues being taken down, which I think is completely different, right? Like, get rid of Hitler. But at the same time, like, did they do bad things? Yes, but
Yeah, but keep the slaveholders. Slaveholders, that's cool. Slaveholders, Confederate generals, keep those up there. But Hitler was bad. Hitler was bad.
I think it's historical. It's not racist.
There was a reverend here that basically told the city council that if you don't remove it, all of you are racist. Is that a way that we should be getting what we want in this country by just calling people racist?
No. You can't just call it. Anybody can be racist. Like, I don't understand why I feel like it's more being put toward white people these days, the racist thing. And I believe everybody can be racist. It's not just white people or black people saying that white people are racist. Everyone's racist. Everyone can be racist.
Well,
He's not wrong. Everyone can be racist. No question about that. Yeah. But see, when he's racist to someone and then the black person's racist to someone still has the systemic power in that imbalance. But yeah, everyone is racist. We're all racist. You're racist, Chad. I'm racist.
I feel like you can't really erase history. So I mean, even if it does get removed, people are still gonna like remember it. It's like if they see where the statue used to be, they're gonna think, oh, that's where the Confederate monument was. So I mean, it's kind of hard to like erase history like that.
For one thing, it's a part of our American heritage. So it seems kind of silly to me to remove any historical monument. Those men that died during the Civil War, they were kind of consecrated by that monument. Mm-hmm. And as far as the cause and as far as it being a racial thing, I mean, you need to study history. And I don't really feel that it was such a racial issue as it's kind of made out to be. It's sort of become a vehicle for people to create this racist feelings, I think.
So he said if you don't take it down, if you don't vote to take it down.
If we do not take it down, he will come through and rip the rest of the stuff down. He's going for the market. He's going to keep going, and it's going to be a giant freaking wrecking ball. This is a living historical museum.
How many times has she called the cops on a black guy? How many times has she demanded to speak to the manager? I need to speak to the manager immediately.
If we start wrecking stuff here, then it's just going to be you're going to have to go for the foot soldiers, you're going to have to go for the lions, you're going to have to go for Ponce, you got to go for the Spanish memorial. It's the whole freaking town. Excuse my language. I'm really upset. You can tell I'm really passionate about it. But
how dare you? How dare you toasted my VOD. All right, I got to take this whole thing down. How could you say that? What the fuck? I can't even do a bit without saying fuck. Shit. Damn. Oh man.
what happens when this man comes in, he incites violence, he gets the lead from BLM. They get the lead, he comes in and he goes, oh, you nice people, you keep doing what you're doing, but guess what? We have backup now, and we're going to tear down, we're going to do whatever it takes, whatever violence or vengeance it's going to take, they're going to listen to us.
What do you think about all these super cool progressives going out there and lighting statues on fire? They say it's racist, it hurts their feelings. Should they grow up a little bit?
I would think so, yes. Social progressivism, when going in the wrong direction, is just decadence, really.
I'm originally from New York.
I love decadence. Ooh, decadence. It sounds great. Get me some decadence.
Ancestors fought in the Civil War for the North. That doesn't mean that the people in the South weren't trying to be just as virtuous or protecting their own homes. So again, if statues to, whether it be Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or anybody who they feel should be memorialized, a part of history that should be around forever, this should be more, not less.
I think that the rest of the world had already gone over slavery, and the United States is one of the last Western countries to have slaves.
Yeah, there are still slave countries today.
Right, but it was already, I believe.
So it's cool. And by the way, yeah, New York wasn't in the Confederacy. I don't know where they're getting that idea from.
I believe it was already going to be phased out pretty soon. So the whole fight in the Civil War, I think, really had a lot more to do with states' rights versus a strong federation.
Someone pointed this out to me, that instead of tearing down statues that people might find offensive, they should just erect ones that they think are good for the country, that
Yeah,
support
I mean, you gotta
something
ask
that they
that question,
believe in.
right?
Do you think that's
the
a
state's
good
rights to do what? What did you want the right to do that you kind of went and died for?
alternative to someone wanting to destroy a statue?
Well, alternative, I would say it would be a good addition. Certainly statues of Osceola and the other great fighters who were near this area. I think that would be a better alternative.
When my kids were young and we would go somewhere, if there's a statue, we would talk about it, whether it was a memorial, and you kind of talk about whether it be the Korean War, whether it was Martin Luther King, no matter what it was, you're kind of forced to talk about the history around that. I'm from Fredericksburg, Virginia, and everything around there is historic from both sides. You kind of foster a conversation about it so that they can learn. I don't think that any of those statues do anything to hurt anybody. It's just remembering some people who, in this case, died for something that they believed in.
Although our forefathers and ancestors weren't exactly perfect from the past, my ancestors coming from a monarchy doesn't necessarily mean that we just should destroy it, lest it would be a dishonor to them, which is what I think.
Then I want to see a fucking giant statue to the Queen. I want to see thousands of statues to the Queen and to the King. The King, your Lord and God. I want to see you bow before them.
It's really about it. It's about honor to the men who are here before us.
What do you think about all these riots that are destroying cities around the country? Do you think they have a point to be made, or are their grievances
King
just
James
illegitimate?
Oldham.
I believe they have a point to be made. I believe they're going about it the wrong way.
You can have free speech, but that doesn't give you the right to violate other people's properties. That doesn't give you the right to destroy something else that's not yours. If you want to do it peacefully, do it. If you want to have your voice heard, it's a great way to have your voice heard, but once you start damaging property, you're going to get the bad reputation. You're going to get the wrong message being sent.
Yeah, agreed. 100%. Yeah, and I hate to say it, but I feel like
it's
just
true.
The lockdowns and everything have kind of made people just more anxious, losing their jobs. I lost my job. Luckily, I found another. Well, thank you. But, I think some of those people feel helpless.
H.K. Edgerton drove all the way here. He was in Pensacola, came in, tried to get to the meeting. Guess who showed up? Guess who wouldn't let him in? Nancy Sykes-Klein. You can't come in here. You're a couple minutes late. Okay, so he didn't get to speak. A black Confederate person that's trying to save our Southern heritage. That's all we're trying to do.
I can't tell if she knows what she's talking about, or if she's just utterly confused, or she's just so excited. It's just like, where are you? It's just a part of our heritage, really. I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
We're trying to save our heritage. We're trying to save our memorial. You're not going to give me
Mark
this
Monkey,
oppression
good to see
bullshit. None of us, nobody's
Someone beg
oppressed.
Mark Monkey.
Okay, look around. Okay,
Seems pretty good here. I don't know. I don't see any oppression.
That's my opinion.
I appreciate it. That was great for a video. Go to libertyhangout.tv right now.
Oh God, no! It haunts my dreams.
To our monarch, Thomas Bone, you are the light that guides our path. To our lords, I'm Rab, Stephen, Nine Tails Cosmic Fox, and Hans Josephine, we bow meekly for your pleasure. To our knights of the Round Table, Josh Mickelson, Dylan Byth, Alexander Thaler, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Clement Chutskop, Sky Bear Games, Moss Beast, Political Puppy, Alan R., Andreas Chitoro, Good Poon Hates Cops, That's Solid Poon Then, we salute you. And to all our merchants and farmers, you have our undying loyalty and love.